are seeking shelter from the cold. And WFMZ's Catherine Hawley spent the night talking to experts about how you can protect yourself in this frigid weather.
But first, we're going to start out with Chief Meteorologist Ed Hanna. He has the latest now on the forecast and how long this cold weather is going to stick around, Ed.
Yeah, well, welcome to your weekend, everybody. Obviously, winter is here, and it's feeling like it in a very big way as we've ushered in the new year. Good part of our area. We'll get to that as far as the snowfall. But our temperatures right now, this is what I was most concerned about. We're already see temperatures drop back to 1 degree. Reading 6, Pottstown. So their temperatures are dropping back pretty rapidly here as we go throughout your overnight hours. Obviously feeling even colder than that. 10 below right now, Allentown. Some of the weather headlines, frigid. Looks like the record is 4 below, 1981. I think it's pretty safe to say we eclipse that pretty quickly. Reading -5, 1981, but the coldest year in years that's in our area here. A range anywhere from 3 below to 8 below zero likely here as we go throughout your overnight hours. Some of the snowfall totals, of course, we've got that fresh snowpack on the ground. That helps certainly to keep the air cold as well with the radiational cooling. The wind has eased up. That whole combination of all the above really creating for very, very cold conditions and a perfect setup for things to cool down. But you can see throughout our area, seeing wide and varying amounts through most of Berks County. Again, 6 to 7 inches of snow. Really, what tells the tale here is that the storm has lifted out of the area, and you can see that skies have gone clear. Winds have really lightened up. Remember, the wind mixes the air, doesn't allow the temperature to drop as quickly. And with that combination, temperatures are dropping back quickly. Certainly the coldest air we've seen, again, for quite some time. We'll give you more details, tell you about your extended forecast. That's all coming up in just a couple minutes.
Thank you, Ed.
Thanks, Ed. We're going to turn now to Megan Packer. She is live on Hamilton Street in Allentown with more on an option for people who don't have a place to go tonight. Megan.
Hi, Wendy. It's really hard to imagine the people who are outside in this tonight with no roof over their head. We've been outside for only a couple of minutes, and it is unbearable. But there is one option for homeless men in Allentown. That's here at the Allentown Rescue Mission's emergency shelter.
I know there are people that choose, even in these temperatures, to stay outdoors, and that's very unfortunate.
But men have a place to go. The Allentown Rescue Mission's Gateway Emergency Shelter on Hamilton Street.
Our hope is that we do fill all the beds. We encourage the men who are outside in this bitter cold to please come to the Allentown Rescue Mission. We are here to help you.
It's a place to come in and kick off your boots and get warm.
It has been cold out. You know, I slept in my van for about a week, and then I discovered this place, and they just took me in, helped me out, and now I got a job.
These men all have different situations that got them to this point, but they are thankful to be here.
More than you can imagine, it's a godsend, this place. If not, a lot of people would freeze to death in this weather.
The program director says up to 750 men come through the shelter each year.
It's actually freezing outside, and these guys were very nice and pleasant to allow me to stay here and feed me and give me a nice warm place to stay.
Before the men can come into the shelter, they do have to go to the police station and get a voucher. After they pass a criminal background check, we're told that's to make sure nobody has any outstanding warrants out for their arrest, and that's to keep everybody who's inside safe. Reporting live in Allentown tonight, Megan Packer, 69 News.
Thank you, Megan.
Thanks, Megan. The snow and the ice and the cold could also bring health and safety concerns to you and your family. And Catherine Hawley spoke with health experts today about that. She's on the boardwalk with more.
Rob, when temperatures today, they only made it into the teens, and overnight the mercury is expected to plummet. Doctors say just being outside can be dangerous. In fact, in weather this cold, it can only take about 15 minutes to get frostbite on exposed skin.
Here we go! Snowy day activities and winter sports can be a lot of fun. But health experts say being out in the elements also comes with the risk of injury. Every year, thousands of kids are rushed to the hospital after getting hurt while sledding.
If you're not careful where you're sledding, you can end up in a road and get hit by a car. You can run into trees and that sort of things.
Dr. Mike Wagner says folks need to bundle up in layers and protect their bodies from the cold.
One of the main things to worry about is just being too cold. The wind chill today is below zero, so you have to worry about hypothermia. Being outside without good clothing on for a long period of time, you can get really cold really fast.
If you have sidewalks and driveways to clear, be aware that you're not overdoing it.
It's not uncommon to have a heart attack while shoveling. Another possible hazard is snow blowers. Doctors say each year they see people lose fingers trying to clear the machines with their hands.
Be very, very careful with snow blowers. Even if the snow blower is turned off, it can develop torque in it, so you never want to put your hand into it, even if it's turned off.
And Dr. Wagner says other potential risks are car accidents and slipping and falling on the snow, slush, and ice and actually breaking bones because of that fall. He says you should enjoy the snow and have fun, but just make sure you're doing it safely. Reporting live on the boardwalk, Catherine Hawley, 69 News.
Good tips.